So lawyer Atta Akyea or chairman want to me the new lawyer and Kwabena Edubuan the lawyer abusua ene or the medical akwadwane ato a chief justice ɛde nsɛm bi ɛba bɛto dwa a ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ saa legal vacation na judicial system no ɔmo kɔ no ɛyɛ sɛ oral cases ni bi wɔ hɔ a judges ni bi tena ase high court judges ni bi tena ase na yɛ case no a proceed and the likes of Edubuan ɛne Addo ɛyɛ Hanan abusua ɔmo cases no ɛyɛ chief justice no wɔyi judges ni bi sɛ ɔmo nsete on that case during a legal vacation. Now we ɛna Atta Akyea lawyer Atta Akyea the tactical Atta Akyea emuni ya kumoza adenti ɛna ɛkyerɛ sɛ legal vacation ni yɛkɔ legal vacation na nkurɔfo bi hɔ a yɛyi ɔmo sɛ ɔmo na yɛndi ɔmo case oral cases no adenti na yɛ sɛ ɛkɔ so enti no Atta Akyea sɛ ɔnte ase ɛnɛ ɛnte ase ɛkyena and ɛnyɛ ɔno nko a Godfred Dame ɔne Atta Akyea mom na aka boom a ɔmo yɛ saa collabo na ɔmo atwerɛ de akɔ akɔma chief justice sɛ saa legal vacation na ɛkɔ so ɔmo de ɔmo no ɔmo bɛtutu kwan ebi nso bɛma ake ɛyɛ school of law ɔmo script ni bi enti no ɔmo nya time ɛmma court sɛdeɛ ɔmo si bi ba no enti no saa cases na the chief justice pɛ sɛ judges ne tena so no ɔmo ne chief justice ne nyɛ dɛ ɛnkɔ adwe enti no ɔmo gu so esu ɛkyerɛ ɛyɛ chief justice ne sɛ ntɛntɛm a no ɛnka ɔnsesa no anaasɛ intervene na nka ɔmo suspend that cases no during legal vacation cause ɔmo a lawyers for na ankasa no ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo de ɔmo mma nom ne ɔmo kɔyɛ some travelling na ebi ansa na ɔmo nya kwan asan so aba court enti no chief justice ɛnhwɛ na ɔnyɛ ho adwuma enti no the tactical Atta Akyea ɛne former attorney general Godfred Dame ɛde ho nsɛm aba abɛto dwa a ɔmo atwerɛ ɛde akɔ akɔma ɛyɛ chief justice ɔnhwɛ na ɔnka ɛho asɛm na ebi mo nso sɛ masa asɛm a chief justice ka no ɛyɛ ne kwan so ano no ɛyɛ sɛ fast track court no ɛyɛ adwuma Edubuan ɛne Addo Hanan no ɔmo cases no ɛyɛ sɛ yɛwie ne ntɛntɛntɛm abusua yɛn nsɛm mmerɛ mo yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔ nkɔtie nsɛm a ɛkɔ so na ansa na yɛbɛkɔ no Ghana ha sɛ open computer papapa and a laptop papapa na we use abura periodic computers and accessories hɔ ɛna obenya laptop papapa na we use the location ɛnyɛ ira kwan ɔwɔ Kumasi Buokrom Estate Eli frɛ number na egu yɛ screen yi so yi adeɛ baako a ɛɛdɛ wɔ mu ne sɛ okura low budget okura high budget obenya high quality laptop ɛwɔ ɛyɛ periodic computers so yɛn bora yɛn nsɛm ne ɛba a yɛde de aka ɛbɛto amos
related cases, and this is one of them. And that's the Hanan case, and then also the Kwabena Edubuan case are part of these cases that are going to be heard. That like, the court will sit even though they are on legal vacation. Hearings scheduled for 11, 12, 13 August 2026. That is for the Republic versus Kwabena Edubuan, Angela J. Boateng, and Advantage Solutions Limited. That's the company that they set up. Then the firm says it worked throughout. That's the Atta Akyea's firm says that, well, to the extent that they worked throughout the legal year of October 2025 through to July 2026, they cannot attend to the courts during the legal vacation because they also deserve the vacation. They want to also rest. And so this cases involving their clients, Kwabena Edubuan, Angela J. Boateng, and Advantage Solutions, scheduled for that legal vacation period of 11, 12, 13 August 2026, they cannot attend to the courts. And they argue that the directive from the Chief Justice disrupts the lawyers' personal and travel plans, that they had made plans. Atta Akyea says he had made plans for this vacation period to travel and also have some personal time, for himself and obviously his loved ones. But with this decision or directive from the Chief Justice that the courts will sit during this vacation to hear cases involving his client, no, he's not going to have it. It says the legal vacation exists for both lawyers and judges for them to rest. And also is warning that the directive risks exposing the Chief Justice to claims of selective justice. And also in this letter that we have cited, Atta Akyea notes that other criminal and civil cases have been adjourned to October, November 2026 for after the vacation. So really, why their cases? Now that's the issue that he raises. And he's not alone in this. He goes on, he cites Article 1251, talking about judicial independence, justice administered on behalf of the people, and essentially accusing the Chief Justice of running two parallel justice systems, one that hurries or speeds up special cases, and one that follows the normal course of justice adjudication. He's not the only one in this, and in fact, in this same letter, he uses the phrase "never in an ambulance mode" to describe how ordinary cases are treated, and it's requesting the directive from the Chief Justice for some cause to sit during the legal vacation to be reconsidered, and the warrant withdrawn, and also the matter adjourned to at least the term time, as in after the legal vacation. Well, the other person who shares in this particular concern of Samuel Atta Akyea is Godfred Dame, who also is raising questions about the warrant issued by the Chief Justice to these judges to sit during the legal vacation. His letter was dated 5th August 2026, and he is lead counsel in the case of Republic versus Hanan Abdul Wahab and Hajia Faiza Seidu Wuni. And he is also protesting the warrant authorizing Justice Francis Achibonga to sit during the legal vacation. He is also raised concerns about the judge adjourning the case to 11th and 12th of August 2026 for trial to commence. And this is within the legal vacation period, just as what I just showed you in the case of Samuel Atta Akyea. This is the same judge. Justice Achibonga is the one who is also handling or sitting on this particular case of the Republic versus Kwabena Duboaheng and Advantage Solutions as well. So the judge told the parties he's a servant mandated by the Chief Justice because the Chief Justice warrant demands that he sits during the legal vacation. Well, Godfred Dame says the directive is contrary to long-standing rules. High court sittings are for regular term, not vacation. Vacation courts traditionally hear only motions, not trials, without consent of both parties. And he says that there's really no urgency, and accuses the arraignment only on 5th May 2026 after earlier charges were withdrawn. And the lead counsel, in this case, Godfred Dame, and co-counsel, both, they say they are unavailable during the vacation. One is attending to other matters. One is marking the Ghana School of Law exams as well. So they are occupied. That's what they say within this vacation period. The client and his wife as well, he says they've been denied taking their child who has ADHD abroad for treatment. He calls the directive unprecedented. It warns it may hint at discriminatory treatment and cites Article 17, equality before the law, non-discrimination on political grounds. Article 125, Godfred Dame as well cites Article 125, same as Samuel Atta Akyea, in this letter protesting the warrant for the cause to be sitting during this legal vacation. They note that an appeal and stay of proceedings already filed pending a Court of Appeal fixed for 19 October 2026 on the question of validity of the charges against his client, and is requesting the Chief Justice to reconsider the directive for Justice Achibonga to sit during the vacation period. Well, these two lawyers speaking the same language, pointing to a matter of, they say, in a discriminatory application of the law. They say it's unprecedented, and it could just put the Chief Justice in the realms of selective justice, areas that were affected for some further reports as well. But this is the video that we got as the fire was blazing and engulfing this house when the 9 bedrooms were affected at this family house of the late Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, who was one of 8 persons who died tragically in that helicopter crash almost a year ago. Tomorrow will be exactly a year that we lost these gallant Ghanaians, 8 of them, And just the day before, the family was preparing to mark his 1 year remembrance. The house, the family house, was gutted by fire, and you see the fire officers just pulling through the rubble and also to gather the remains of the family. That's the property that was destroyed as a result of the fire outbreak. It's a really, really heartbreaking situation there. And this we understand the family house, which is not too far away from the Tamale Teaching Hospital Road. That's where this is located. And you see the firefighters earlier this afternoon fighting the fire that affected the 9 bedrooms of the family house of the late Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, the former Minister of Environment who died in that helicopter crash almost a year ago. Tomorrow will be exactly a year ago, and then we're having to talk about this. But a family member spoke to my colleague, Christopher Mwako, about this fire outbreak, how this has also compounded their sadness and sorrow ahead of tomorrow.
I just met it this way. So I was traveling today for the Thanksgiving for my late brother, which is coming on tomorrow. So in the bus, they called me that my house has caught fire. I have to change and meet in this way. So apart from that, I know nothing else. That's the will of Allah. Allah can do whatever He wants. So we thank God for that. There was a funeral we did last year for my late brother Ibrahim Murtala. Apart from that, every day we pray for him. We have no 1 year, 40 days, we have not of that in our family. A lot of properties have got destroyed. There are other tenants within us, about 3 or 4 tenants within us. All their properties are gone, including me, who is the landlord. So a lot of properties is lost. Normal. As a committed Muslim, I feel normal. That's what Allah is.
Addo Aleskinate is with the Fire Service Public Affairs Department, and he's joining us on Zoom for an update on this heartbreaking news that we've been following since the late hours of this afternoon, earlier today. And Addo Aleskinate, good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. First off, we saw that your colleagues in the northern region been able to bring the fire under control based on the last video that we saw right now. But what's the situation as we speak?
So thank you very much, Alfred. And so the situation as we speak is that around 7 p.m. the fire was totally extinguished. We were able to at least do the salvaging, assess the extent of damage, and then we've commenced investigation in order to be able to ascertain the actual cause of this unfortunate fire.
I see. And based on your own interaction with the family and then also the residents in the area, when exactly did this fire start? Any indication of what could have caused this fire? Have they been talking to you?
Yes, so the fire started around 3:20 p.m. this afternoon. And our officers, at least as you had rightfully said, the house was not too far from the Tamale Teaching Hospital where our first crew were, and they promptly responded to the fire. Preliminary findings, or what we found out, at least until we subjected to our thorough investigation and confirm, is that it might be as a result of unattended cooking. It's a claim that we highly suspect, but then again, we are subjecting it to extensive investigation in order to be able to ascertain if other factors played out, or maybe the investigation might turn up with something else.
I see. But we also saw that this was a blazing outbreak. This based on the videos that we saw. Can you give us the extent of damage? The earlier report was that 9 bedrooms or rooms had been affected, but what do you know?
Okay, so the house is a 17-bedroom house. It had 17 rooms in there, and 8 of these rooms were salvaged. Unfortunately, 9 of the rooms were totally burnt. Firefighting was curtailed just a little bit because there were 2 girls in there that we had to quickly rescue. They are aged about 5 and 6 years. And so they had just returned from school, and their mom had left them in the room to go out and attend to something else. And so when the fire started, they were trapped in one of the rooms, and so we had to concentrate our efforts on being able to bring them out safely before we were able to fight the fire. And so we were able to save 2 lives, and we were able to save 8 out of the 17 rooms that the house had.
I see. And the 2 girls that you rescued, any idea how old they are, where they are as we speak? They've been attended to.
Yes. So they are 5 years and 6-year-old girls, and so immediately they were brought out. We made sure that we helped them get medical care. We had to make sure that they have not been greatly affected by smoke inhalation, and so we realized that they are in stable condition and responding. They are very much okay and with their mother, and so we in turn did the total firefighting, and then we did what we call salvaging. Just as you are seeing our officer using what we call the ceiling hook, is going through the rubbles or the fire or the items left on the ground to be sure that the fire is completely out and that there would be no room for reignition of the fire. Unfortunately, from that time to now, I can confidently say there has not been any reignition of the fire.
Edion Alexinate, appreciate you. Thank you for this update. I know that you're keeping an eye on this one as well, and I will be updating our viewers as and when you get some more information. But this is it. Property destroyed, yes, and 2 girls, young girls, rescued from one of the rooms. Understand, 9 rooms affected in that family house of the late Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed. Well, this is a direct blow to the family of the late Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, first to the NDC and then to Ghanaians as well. Joining us on Zoom is Rashid Tanko Computer, is the Deputy Director of IT and Elections for the NDC. And there are 2 issues that we're going to engage him on. Richard Akyea is the Director of Communications of the NPP, hoping to join us on Zoom shortly. But Rashid Tanko Computer, I start off with you on this rather unfortunate news we're hearing from the northern region, specifically Tamale, where the late Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed's family house was engulfed by fire earlier today. 9 bedrooms affected, 2 girls rescued, but the family is having to deal with the loss of property ahead of the 1-year remembrance of the loss of their loved one in this tragic helicopter crash that we lost 8 gallant Ghanaians. Zatango.
Very well, Alfred, let me say good evening to you and your cherished viewers across the globe. Indeed, this is an unfortunate situation, a terrible one, of course. I mean, we are with them in grief. The family of our late minister and MP. This is a blow to the family. We are with them in spirit. We will commiserate with them to make sure that they don't feel the pain too much. Coming at the heels of the 1-year anniversary, this is not what we are expecting. But, you know, as the Muslims will always say, it is Allah's will. What Allah wills, I mean, man cannot do anything about it. We pray that what they have lost will be replenished in the foreseeable days ahead of them. That's what I can say for now.
I see. I know you've been engaging the family as well all throughout the year ahead of tomorrow, and I'm sure that with your engagement after you got news of this, because we were the first to break this news on radio earlier today when you were on with us, you heard it. You got to the party and the family. Have you been able to speak to the family? How are they doing as we speak?
Well, yes. I mean, as a party, we got in touch with them. Our regional secretariat quickly through the regional minister and other party heavyweights got in touch to make sure that they share their pain with them. I mean, it's that, like I actually said, this is not what we are expecting. I mean, it is Allah who will it, and then we'll try and support them as a party. You know, the family are people that we cherish a lot. We look at late Honorable Mutala's family. It's a family that we cherish. We appreciate them as a party and in government as well. We appreciate them a lot. I mean, so when things of this nature happens to them, it happens to all of us. That is what it means. I mean, so we are together with them, and then,
Right.
so the party is with them on this matter.
Okay, thank you. Now,
Abusua and some so political highway so Kwabena Edubuahin the lawyer a friend Atta Akyea ene Godfred Dame Hanan ono so lawyer and Akabuma omo extra koma chief justice ombon rem na omo suspended their legal vacation cases na ebekoso no abusua ya beda mase somebody play kokuti sa and some way at the mi aha gossip politics